Izzy and I'm volunteering in the Commonwealth Games being held here in Birmingham this year. I'm part of the technical communications team with the opening and closing ceremonies. It's a role I've never done before. I've learned completely new skills, but to give you a little bit of an insight into what my role involves, I basically help distribute the FM radios the performers use during the ceremonies. I'll insert a little clip, but they're like little radios that they wear around their necks with some headphones, or when they're wearing their costumes they'll hide those obviously so you can't see them. I help distribute them to the 2,000 performers involved in the opening ceremony. So I've actually been doing my role now since end of May, because obviously the rehearsals have had to start way in advance of the actual Commonwealth Games, which starts on the 28th of July, and that's when the opening ceremony is. So today is the 26th of July and it is the dress rehearsal. It's the final rehearsal of the opening ceremony. So it's going to be a really exciting but busy day, and I thought I'd bring you along so you can see a little bit of behind the scenes of what I get up to. I'm going to input some clips that I took before today though, just so that you can see what the rehearsal site has been like and the lead up to this week basically. I've really been enjoying my role and my time as a volunteer, so yeah. Good morning. It's Sunday the 5th of June and today I've got my first volunteering shift. You can see it's raining, and so I feel like today could be an interesting one, especially if the rehearsals are outside because it's a bit soggy. Just finished, it's 2 o'clock. And there wasn't loads today because of the weather, and there were some cars rehearsing, which is quite exciting. Today is the 8th of July and I'm here at the rehearsal site. Yeah, I've got an evening shift tonight. It's my first evening shift. It's an absolute glorious day. So this is the rehearsal site. As you can see, it's pretty bare, but that ground there is the exact replica of the layout of the Alexander Stadium in terms of size. So a lot of the rehearsals has been happening here, and if it's been raining or be really bad weather, they've been happening in these tents. But I am based over here, and this is where basically everything is controlled in the tower. So all the main people who run the show will be sitting up there talking to people on the radios to make sure everything runs smoothly. Finished. It's like 9:30, so I finished half an hour early. Today it was the cultural symphony dancers practicing, rehearsing, and they were really good. It's such good fun. Hello, so I have made it to the stadium. I've got my passes on, can't show you those. Rehearsals are starting. I've seen some of the floats which I can't show you, but let me just tell you, they are looking absolutely epic. I'm now heading over to the team that I'm helping out. I've been given a little Perry on arrival. Love a freebie. Don't ask students to love a freebie. But yeah, if I can film any bits or just show you some little inside clips, then I will. So yeah, we'll report back soon. So I'm now dealing with all the radios. These are what all the performers wear around their necks. So we have radios for every single group in the ceremony. So these are the hosts, and they've all been programmed so that they're on different channels across the stadium. So I'm just changing lanyards so we know which groups to give them to, and making sure they all work, because you don't want to give a performer a dead radio, because that would just be not good essentially. But yeah, so that's my first task of today.
Celebrating the start of the Commonwealth Games. I've never seen Birmingham weather quite like that.
It is 10:10 and I have just finished. Oh my goodness, the rehearsals are amazing. It's been a long day, lots of collecting radios and such, but it's definitely been good fun. So yeah, now I'll just make my way home. Hello, so I've just got through security and I've arrived at the stadium. So now I'm going over to sign in with my volunteer team. So quick break, I'm about to go over to the athletes tunnel to give out radios and check everyone's good before they go onto the stage to perform. So I'm having my dinner now, it's about 5:30, and then I'm going to head on over there. It's super busy outside, everyone's collecting the radios and getting excited, getting their costumes and hair and makeup done. So that's my little update.
So the dress rehearsal was really important in making sure everyone was familiar with where they were going on stage. I was situated in Vom 2, and this meant I looked after a lot of the floats that were going onto the stage, like here we have the printing press. And of course everyone's favourite float, the ball. There were only a few hiccups on the dress rehearsal, but overall it was such a fun night. So the big day had finally arrived. We made sure all the radios were working, and I was again situated in the athletes tunnel, which meant I saw Prince Charles drive past. But my main concern was critical mass. That's who I looked after, as well as the float. Looks like they certainly had a lot of fun, especially Ginny Lemon. Once critical mass had finished performing, I was free to go and watch a bit of the show myself, so of course I went and cheered on the athletes as they went on for their athletes parade. Here goes England, and the guys with the greatest vibes were Ghana. They were loving life, but it was great to see the amazing atmosphere and everyone enjoying the opening ceremony. And I of course enjoyed it myself, especially when the confetti fan went off for England. The opening ceremony was such a special night. After months of hard work put into it, it was great to see everyone enjoying themselves, having a bit of a party, a boogie with Duran Duran, watching the incredible firework display, and honestly I just felt on top of the world after.
Hello, it is Monday the 8th of August and it is closing ceremony day, which means it's my last shift as a volunteer as part of the Commonwealth Games. I'm a bit sad, but I'm so excited tonight. I think it's going to be a really fun evening. So I'm going to take some clips while I can. And yeah, this is the last segment of my little vlog. So I hope you enjoy.
Closing ceremony was very different to the opening ceremony because the stage was built less than 24 hours before the show, which meant there was no dress rehearsal in the stadium before the actual night, and a lot of the performers were new. But the night went really smoothly considering. I was again in Vom 2 at the athletes tunnel helping the performers who went on via that part of the stage. I got to watch the athletes parade again, but this time was even cooler because I was watching it with UB40. All the singers were transported onto the stage using the tuk-tuks, which you can see in these little clips here, which is a bit of an behind-the-scene knowledge for you. It was another evening of amazing firework displays, and what I hope you can agree, such fantastic entertainment put on by the ceremonies team. And I think everyone's favourite part, especially for Birmingham, Ozzy Osbourne's surprise appearance. Closing ceremony was a very different atmosphere to the opening, but I still had the most wonderful evening and the most incredible experience helping again with the radios on the tech comms team.
I had my last shift today at the stadium.
So I know I did say this last time, but I didn't want to say goodbye to volunteering quite so quickly, so I did pick up a shift to help pack up.
It's the last day after the closing ceremony and I helped pack away the radios today. Feeling quite sad, but I've had the absolute most incredible time. A really unforgettable experience, doing something I've never done before, meeting new friends, and actually it's kind of given me a taste of something that I'd probably like to get involved with after university. I hope you've enjoyed the little clips that I have managed to film. Over and out, I guess. Bye.